No. I keep pressing the on and off button. That's the issue. It's not a. No, the issue is I keep turning it off and on. It's not a button to talk. You don't have to press.
Sorry about that. So, hello everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this brisk afternoon, fall day. My name is Sean Holland. I'm with Pinelands Preservation Alliance. I'm the Access Nature Disability Advocate. But yeah, thank you all for being here for this ribbon cutting, day of unity, communication, and celebration of this accessible trail. It's been a long time coming in the works. Really round of applause to the Public Works for Pemberton Township. Did a great job of doing the work here at the trail. It was a 3-year process or more with the regulations and permitting and approvals. So really just a testament to their commitment in doing this project, and I really appreciate that they had their steadfastness in continuing this project and seeing it through to the end. Also, thank you to DEP and the Fish and Wildlife for also partnering in this endeavor. It's without communication and collaboration, you can't really achieve much. So it's really a testament to community work. We are going to be hearing from the mayor of Pemberton Township, as well as Mackenzie Piggott, who's with DEP, and Scott Chesney, who's a disability advocate and a public speaker, emotional or inspirational speaker. But the trail here is about 5 foot wide and is laid down with this stone aggregate, DGA, which is really great surfacing for wheelchairs and allowing people with mobility concerns to get out here and access this great space to get exercise, also mind, body, and spirit rejuvenated through interaction with nature. So I do want to turn it over now to Mayor, so he can give us some kind words. I appreciate again the township for sticking through this endeavor.
Good afternoon. A little late this morning. Sorry about that. I got elected into office 3 years ago, and I didn't really know too much about this trail at the time. A couple weeks after I got into office, I was invited to a meeting with Mr. Hornicle, who was our business administrator at the time, and he kind of was the person who spearheaded this. I don't think this would be happening if it wouldn't have been for all his hard work on this. We had a meeting at the Pinelands. The Pinelands was involved, DEP was involved, the Pinelands Alliance was involved. There was a lot of people that got this started, and then a lot of people brought it home with our public works and stuff. I'm very fortunate. I live just up the road. I've actually fished at this lake. I've walked around it. I've kayaked it. I've enjoyed this lake for many, many years. And while we were putting this trail in, I actually came out and visited a couple of times when they were doing the work. And I was amazed again at the beauty of the woods and where we live. It's just incredible. And there was times where I was walking this trail and I saw people enjoying fishing and other things right off the side of the trail here. So it's going to give us a lot of different opportunities over the years that maybe we didn't have before. So I'm really, really, really proud of everything all of our people have done, and the state and everyone else. This is a big effort. It may seem like a small project, but there was a lot of work that went into this small project, a lot of coordination. And I got to thank everyone that helped bring this home. It's going to be something that we're all going to enjoy for a long, long time. And that's about all I have to say. Who's the next on the agenda?
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
So actually next I was going to have Mackenzie come up to speak for DEP and Fish and Wildlife.
Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you, Mayor. So thank you for having me here today. And on behalf of the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, thank you to every partner who came together to help make this project possible. My name is Mackenzie Piggott, and I'm the State Trails Coordinator with NJDEP Green Acres Program. So not with Fish and Wildlife, but here on behalf of DEP. And we're very excited to celebrate with all of you. So before I rattle off all the reasons why trails are really wonderful, I want everyone to take a minute to just feel the magic of trails. So if everyone could just rest your hands on your lap or by your side, relax your shoulders, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just listen. You may open your eyes. So how do we all feel? We feel pretty good, right? We feel a little bit happier, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more hopeful. We feel more connected to nature and to those around us. Trails are magic, right? And everyone here, I think, can feel that and knows that and need to work on this. They allow us to be healthier versions of ourselves, and they allow us to experience and to explore the natural world in a way that is restorative and necessary for our humanity. Recent estimates suggest that more than 1.3 billion people around the world live with significant disabilities, accounting for 16% of the global population. Adults with disabilities report frequent mental distress almost 5 times more often as adults without disabilities, according to a recent CDC study. Being in nature has been linked to improved sleep, lower blood pressure, reduced risk of chronic disease, improved mental health, and a decreased risk of psychiatric disorders. Everyone, regardless of age, ability, or background, deserves to feel the benefits of being outdoors and to experience the magic that trails provide. And thanks to the Township of Pemberton and to the Pinelands Preservation Alliance, New Jersey Fish and Wildlife, the Pinelands Commission, and other partners, the brilliance of Pemberton Lake is now accessible to every resident of Pemberton and the surrounding area, thanks to the Pemberton Lake Accessible Trail. NJDEP is happy to join with the Township of Pemberton and the Pinelands Preservation Alliance in this momentous opportunity to better serve the citizens of New Jersey. Pemberton Lake Wildlife Management Area is approximately 82 acres, consisting of much of Pemberton Lake, a boat ramp, and surrounding forest habitat. The remainder of the lake and surrounding property is owned by the Township of Pemberton. Through this partnership, we were able to build an accessible path spanning both properties to improve access to these natural resources to the public. This ribbon cutting today demonstrates that great things can take time and perseverance, but it also highlights how worthwhile the work of removing barriers to nature is. It is an example of just how vital partnership is. When we work together towards shared goals, we can accomplish so much more. And every town in our great state can use this trail as a model for working with partners, for engaging with the community to design around their needs, for looking beyond the challenges, and for fighting for the people within our communities who have been forgotten for far too long. Thank you again to the Township of Pemberton, to the Pinelands Preservation Alliance, and to every partner who helped to create this incredible resource that allows us to explore the beautiful pines together.
All right, thank you, Mackenzie. Next, I was going to have Scott Chesney come up and give some inspirational words about the trail. And
Thank you, Sean. Mackenzie, you had me at hello. I don't know all of you, but I look out. Is this working?
You may have hit the button.
Hello. I push a lot of buttons, Short. I don't know all of you, but I look at all of you right now, and I just say thank you for whatever it is, and I don't want you to devalue your contribution, whatever it was here, because without you being a part of this puzzle that I'm looking at now, that's complete, this is possible. And it might not look like too much to you. See, when we think of nature, we think of spaciousness. We think of freedom. We think of, okay, I can do anything, I can go anywhere. Now, having been an able-bodied person for the first 15 years of my life, I remember the only thing that was going to prevent me from going out in nature was the weather sometimes. For a person with a disability, that same excitement comes. That same like, wow, I wonder what that would be like. Even if they were born with their disability, in terms of being able to experience nature in this way. But all of a sudden, most people, and it ends up being all people at some point, say, wait a minute, how am I going to get there? Transportation to that place. Once I get there, is it going to be accessible? So we start finding ways not to do it. And that takes a toll on our mental health, which I know Mackenzie talked about. and this is something that is so important, what it is that you did today is that you have made one more space accessible. You have opened the door to one more place that we can say, hey, you know what? That's waiting for me. And so I think about it in terms of individuals with disabilities who just need that alone time and want to come out, sit in nature, as Mackenzie had, listen to the birds. Folks, I'm from northern New Jersey. We don't hear this stillness and silence in this way. I'm looking over at Jamil, who's from Newark, up where I live, and so we don't know this. I mean, even on the drive here, my blood pressure started to come down. But knowing full well that exists, I think about that alone time, which is so important for all of us, whether you have a disability or not. But then I think of the integration that's going to take place here. You're going to have people with and without disabilities who are going to form bonds, friendships, maybe even relationships, but beginning to understand one another. You're going to meet people here who are going to say, wait a minute, this is great what's been done here. You know what? I'm in a position where I can make even more happen. This is where connections happen. This is where we're all experience makers. So I ask all of you today to basically take this message moving forward, to have in your awareness places that you go that may not be fully accessible, but knowing what you know now, which hopefully has expanded your awareness and education, is that, what if I have a conversation with a general manager, maybe at this hotel, or this restaurant, or another place that might be outdoors? What type of incentive would it be for them? Because I look out there, folks, and I'm a very optimistic and positive person, but I can't say anybody here is going to live their entire lives without a disability. I can't. Unfortunately, this is something, a disability that knows no barriers. It can affect you at birth, it can affect you on your last day living. But knowing full well where we are with regards to health advantages and scientific advances is that we are living longer than ever before, which is great. But the chances of having a disability now have increased as well. So places like this to become more accessible, to work on the mental health, which I know translates to our physical health. I was just talking to someone before, and a reason why I'm so happy, I'm happy about this, but I'm also a Dodger fan. So I apologize because I know I'm in Philadelphia, Philly territory too. I apologize. But I know where the mental part of a game or something in life can have an effect, like throwing the ball. I know, I'm sorry for bringing that up. I'm so sorry. I did share with them, my son goes to Villanova and his two roommates went up to watch the Eagles play the Giants. So it was a very difficult time, but no. I'm going in the lake, aren't I? I'm going in the lake. But on a serious note, folks, I thank you. You look at this, it might be something small, but this could make someone's day. You start building incentives for people to say, hey, you know what? Wow, I never knew this was possible, and this is possible. That creates momentum. You say to yourself, if this is possible, that's possible. And all of a sudden, waves of possibilities become greater. And that means so much for people with and without disabilities. But I'll tell you right now is that based on what you've created here tonight, so many more educational opportunities and so much more awareness is going to be generated. So on behalf of people with disabilities, all types of disabilities, I want to thank you for the difference you made today. If there's a part of you that's wondering about purpose, wondering like, what am I supposed to be doing here, and am I feeling that sense of purpose, which is so important, just remember those words that I shared with you today. You have made a tremendous difference here today. Thank you. Keeping it on.
Yes, thank you, Scott. Thank you for everybody. Thank you, Mayor and Mackenzie, for your words. I think that now we can move to the gate, and we'll cut the ribbon.
You can touch my dog, by the way. And he's extremely friendly. After you get.
too, if anybody's thinking, if you're able-bodied, that you can't walk on the track, please walk on the track. It's almost like when you see at the beach and everything's like, my feet are hot, jump on that mat that they might have there, okay? This is all inclusive. Please someone follow me. There we go. I feel like I'm going to get married.
Great. I love that.
Scissors are bigger than him.
No, this is official. I borrowed them from Jimmy. We'll say, who else is going to help us?
I'll come up there with you.
Yeah, go on.
Public Works or
Yeah,
Mayor want to come up and also touch?
Yeah, somebody
Participate
from the town's got to come up here.
Carlton, jump in the back here, Carlton.
Huh?
Jump in the back here. Come here.
Here we go. All right.
You want to go up or down? It's not fully accessible yet.
There we go.
That's a strong ribbon there. Thank you, Walmart. All right. So yeah, if you want to join us, we are going to go down the trail, experience it. We put in these gates here so we kind of limit off-road vehicles damage. So it is set up. We're going to actually move it further out so it's more accessible, but it's designed so it prevents unwanted activity.
Yes.
Like putting a juice carton in our bike tires as kids. Make it sound like a motorcycle.
So folks, real quick, a lot of you might be wondering, like, why can't you go in the sand? The bigger tires are good in the sand, but if you see the front of the wheelchairs, they're called casters, they sink very deep. And so, like, could we go backwards and possibly do it? Yes, but we'd rather see where we're going and so forth. We don't have rear view mirrors, so that's the main reason why we need that kind of packed down terrain that we have here.
Yeah.
Oh, I know we did go.
one of the things that
There he is, Mr. Alex P. Costa.
How's it going?
good. Must be a healthy leg. Yeah, right. Everywhere. I always wonder why there's hunger in New Jersey.
I remember going out to the dock on the other end, where this ends out, and you go down there and look straight down and it's crystal clear water.
Not anymore, yeah, right. That's for sure. That's heat effect, huh?
No, there is no outlet
Right.
on the ground set.
Luis is an interesting guy. He is. I would like to know a lot more about the technology, is what he said. He's honestly there. Although certain test equipment that today is kind of very useful to have. And it's his product, a map, a table, so they're all right. He probably does all of it. Yeah. And when he talks about and does Hopework mesh in with GIS and those two separate organizations? But what he was talking about with Hopework sounds like he's training people to work with GIS, among others. But GIS, I mean, it's just a concept, geographic information system or whatever. EPA has used his Hopework GIS system to do certain things in the Pine Barrens that they were working on. I don't know what. But anyway, they take troubled youth and retrain them. Yes. Basically work. That came pretty good. Let me see how they do it. Dug this out. They got a lot of roots. Hope they don't lose all these trees And I'm sure even that tree right there has roots that go the other way. Yeah. We have the redbud tree planted in the size of a phone. And it's just gorgeous. And the roots are sort of big. And then the sidewalks. They like to just cut these roots.
Fishing here, I believe they stock it with a trout. They used to stock it with a trout. They still do. So over here is a little island. Lake is much lower than it usually is. It also has a large population of geese, which I think are across the way there. But yeah, you can find like pink lady slippers along the lakes here and other significant plant life along the lake here. So it is a really nice natural space that gives you a wide variety of plant life and animal life.
You see fall creeping in here now.
Yeah, and, you know, you got a nice changing of the leaves.
We're gonna gather a week from now and take a look at it.
And the other part we went to first is like 15, 20 minutes away from this one. Both the one Simone because lake, lake, roped off.